Afternoon, welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show. My name is Leon Jones. Today is Tuesday, September 27th, 2016. Tune into the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show every Saturday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. The topic for this Saturday's show, we're going to talk about the relevancy of labor unions. Should be a good show. Guest calling number is 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show channel on YouTube so I can keep giving you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. Also, on my channel, we don't engage in emotional or controversial topics, nor do we participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. So please be respectful and mature on my channel. So you have a topic that you would like for me to discuss, if it's business, or you have a YouTube channel as well, you can email me at lej6521@gmail.com. Let me say this once again. If you have a business or topic, you have an email channel, you want me to discuss it, I'll get it over the air for you. Please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. I'll put it over the air on YouTube and my Blog Talk Radio. If you'd like to comment, I encourage you to comment. I read my comments. Make sure your comments are pithy. No bloviating. If you wish to opine. Now on to this afternoon's topic. We're going to talk about media bias. Now, I did a video after the debate yesterday. I gave my overview. It was a short overview. I went back again this morning while I was at work. Had to run through it with a fine-tooth comb. Found a little bit of media bias. And I'm hearing all the spinsters on progressive radio, on conservative radio, about who really won the debate. Now, this is what I'm going to pose to each and everybody who is listening to me on YouTube. I stayed neutral. I didn't endorse a candidate, and I'm not going to endorse a candidate. So I listened to both sides of the issues very carefully. But I did find that Mr. Lester Holt, and I thought he was going to be neutral. He wasn't neutral. And I'm going to tell you why he wasn't neutral. When Donald Trump brought up the guns, and he was telling the truth, particularly in the African American and Latino community. Well, there are a lot of guns because the African Americans and the Latinos in those areas don't value life very well. So they have a lot of guns. There's a lot of drugs. Now, did the white man bring drugs into the community? Yes, they did. However, in the African American community, which is run by liberal Democrats, they've allowed this foolishness to go on for decades. And now, Miss Hillary Clinton wants gun laws. Okay, here's the problem with gun laws. You already have gun laws. Why don't you enforce the gun laws that are on the books? You don't need new laws. When Donald Trump said law and order, you need law and order. However, the police haven't given me any idea that they understand what law and order is. So you see where I'm connecting the dots here? I'm not taking one side or the other. I'm going to let the audience decide. But here's where Mr. Lester Holt, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, he's a news reporter or an anchor person for MSNBC, which I don't watch MSNBC. He would not allow Donald Trump to get his point across regarding the African American community. He allowed Hillary to spend all night. Now, is that Hillary's fault? No. This is the problem I have with any type of debate in that format with a moderator. The moderator must be objective. He wasn't objective. Therefore, I'm going to put it out to my audience. Please do your research. Do not let the media determine the outcome of the election. Don't let your colleges. Some of this I said last night. But let me touch on some issues, okay, that Lester Holt didn't challenge Hillary on. Let's talk about the taxes being the wealthiest 1%. Now, I sat in that moderator chair. I would have said, well, okay, Miss Clinton, aren't you in the wealthiest 1%? Did you not make a lot of money? So you say you want to invest in the middle class, but I remember the late Leona Helmsley saying that I don't pay taxes. The little people pay taxes. Now, who was she describing? The working people, because she didn't pay taxes. And let me tell you something, Miss Clinton. When you make a certain amount of money, it's like a stress and strain diagram. If you're in engineering like I was, you put so much strain on something, it's going to break. But that's how the tax structure works. After a certain amount of money, you don't pay federal income taxes. You don't pay Social Security taxes. That's how the tax system works. You do not raise taxes when we have a recovery. You keep taxes low. The only time you raise taxes is when we are peaking. That's so we don't have inflation. But if you raise taxes when we're at a trough, you have deflation. The value of the dollar is already devalued. Mr. Holt didn't challenge Miss Clinton on the NAFTA bill that her husband signed back in the 90s when he was president. But when Donald Trump said something, he wanted to argue with him. Especially about an issue that doesn't have anything to do with the candidacy of running for president. That is the birth certificate of Donald Trump. Also, the war. Donald Trump was a private citizen. He's not responsible for an opinion about a war that went on from 2003 to the present. Hillary Clinton was a member of the government. She voted for that war. He didn't challenge her, but he challenged Donald Trump on the birth certificate issue. Now, if that's not media bias, I don't know what you all were watching. I saw clear and through. That was media bias. And if we're going to have a debate format, then we should get Fox News to do the next debate. And then the third debate should include two moderators, one who's conservative and one who is liberal. I do not like the debate format because it allows one party to take shots at another, just like you see on YouTube. So what happens is you don't focus on the issues. Now, going back over the media, you have it in college, School of Journalism. You have it in all these constituents. It's about money. And the Democrats have become rich off of victimization. There's another part that I want to talk about, and I'll get to it in another video, and that's about the new BS degree that has come out from the University of Iowa, talking about social justice. Again, the media is reflected on that as well, but I digress. The debate last night, in my humble opinion, that was Donald Trump's first try on a national stage. He was average. He needs to polish up. Hillary Clinton was dull and stiff, like she normally is. Now, I'm not supporting either one of these candidates at this time. I'm just here to focus on the media bias. And I want anybody, because I'm getting into my politics, see media politics, you see any academic politics, wherever you are, I'm talking about in college, you let me know. I'll get it out on the air for you. But the bottom line is, I'm going to do fair and objective reporting. And I'm going to tell you all, if you don't understand my information or my content, or you don't like the video, you don't have to listen. I do the research. I get it out to my audience. Let you decide. But what I saw last night was pitiful. With the bias. He didn't challenge Hillary Clinton. You don't have to like Donald Trump's attitude, but he is running for president. It should be fair and balanced. It wasn't. Because what's happening today, all the media, including Fox News, Megyn Kelly said he was on the defensive. Well, when this man is being attacked not only by the Democrats, the media, and his own Republican Party, who hasn't endorsed him, in fact, and somebody check me on this if I'm wrong, but I believe John Kasich, who's the governor of Ohio, he endorsed Hillary Clinton. Now, I will say this about the Democrats. They stick together regardless of who's wrong. But John Kasich has committed treason. He's for the other side because he doesn't like Donald Trump. I don't like everything that he does either. But if I'm a Republican, I support a Republican candidate. If I'm a Democrat, I support a Democratic candidate. That's for president. Now, when it comes to voting, when you get down to the state and local level, or let's say when you are on the national level, fact check. Don't be biased about fact checking. Look at all media sources. Make sure you educate yourself about the policies. Because what happened, the media, I knew was going to spin it. Although it's Tuesday, they're playing Monday morning quarterback. So I'm just here to check the news for you. Give you my analysis of media bias. But again, Donald Trump did hit a well on the economics. He was a little shaky there in the foreign issues. And Hillary, she went back to the same old, the wealthiest 1%. We got to stop college debt. Okay, common sense issues. Okay, you want to stop college debt, lower college tuition. But remember, college is also a business as well. It's a business not of educating in certain areas. It's become a business of indoctrinating. Just remember that. Education is what you make it. You don't have to have a lot of debt. You don't have to go to a 4-year college in the beginning. You can go to a 2-year college. That's besides the point. I just wanted you all to look at the media bias as it took place. No matter who you vote for. Because if it was a Republican moderator, I'd still be saying the same thing. I cut right down the middle. That's how you analyze a topic. You have to look at the whole picture. Because there's some things that she could improve on as well. She could. Stop being a chameleon. Be trustworthy. And ladies, don't vote for Hillary Clinton because she's a woman. Don't be like the African Americans who voted for Obama because he looked like them. At the end of the day, we're still in the same predicament as we were 8 years ago. Higher unemployment than anybody else. The debate format must be objective. The media did what it always did. Used its slant. But I'm here to report that I'm going to keep it fair and balanced right here on the 411 Talk Zone radio show. And that is my commentary for the 411 Talk Zone radio show. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember to be gentle and respectful to each other, and have a wonderful and blessed afternoon.